Aho, Shinawana. Walking Crow for the Transformational Sacred Drum Medicine. Welcoming you to Warrior Wednesday. Aho, Shinawana. Honata. Thank you, Great Spirit. Aho, Shinawana. Thank you, brothers and sisters. And thank you to my beautiful grandmother drum here. She's a 20-inch deer hide, buck hide drum. She sings so magnificently. She was made from another bigger drum because the hides were torn, and I was able to restore some of that hide into a big, brand new, beautiful drum. She is gorgeous and she sings beautifully. Aho shinawana honata. Aho shinawana he. So I have a subject matter today that's really important. I want to talk about the energetics of the subtle body, the energetics of the emotional state, the energetics of escaping into your brain and hiding out up in your head when that's not where we live. Where we live is within the realm of the four elements, the realm of earth, the realm of water, the realm of fire, and the realm of air. Aho. There's nothing that happens up here. It all happens down here. This is the great escape. This is where the block happens. As a matter of fact, before I even start going any further, I'm going to smudge, clear. May all the channels be open, that I would be a clear channel to all of you of a healing that I'm about to talk about. Because it's important, and it's important to you because it's important to me, and it happened to me, and it happened to me because my level of trust, because of my level of faith, because of my level of belief in the things within me, within my universe, within this contained body, all the energies and the magic and the healings that take place from within, not from outside. Aho. So I just finished talking about, escaping up into your head and the block in the fifth chakra, which keeps you up here floating in the mire, in the darkness, in the dark, dirty water, and the dog paddling, and not being able to get out of your own way, not being able to get out of the pool and find the steps to get out of the pool where you dog paddle endlessly because you can't get through your life because you're busy trying to get something from somebody else or get something from life so you can actually have happiness or love or joy or wisdom or whatever it is you're looking for. Aho. But the truth of the matter is, it's within you. And that's all I teach. And that's all I talk about. And I don't back off of it. And I speak of it as an absolute because it's an absolute. Aho shinawana honata. I'm not smiling as much as I was yesterday because today I had a realization, and you all need to know the story. The story is about my right eye. The story is why I had paralysis through analysis. The story is the anger that allowed my eye to do what it did since May 9th was not something that happened on May 9th. It was something that happened as I was a child, when I was a child of 6 or 7 years old. It's something that was a deep sadness. It was a memory that I had on the table last Monday, a week ago from Monday, that I had on the table with my healer, Donna McGinnis. She does the same kind of work that I do. I do deep emotional work, wound work with people. And if you're not willing to do the deep work, call somebody who's a master of something else. Because I'm not a master of anything. I'm a healer of an exceptional quality because I do the work for myself. And I believe, and I have faith, and I have trust, and I am the I am that I say I am. Aho. I talk big, and I have big talk for good reason. Aho. So I'm on the table last week with my friend Donna. And by the way, last Monday, a week ago, it's already been a week and a half since this patch. You have not seen the patch. The patch has been gone. Oh, in fact, here, I'll show it to you. There it is. There's the patch. So I'm on the table and I start to weep uncontrollably. And I start to have a memory. Remember, women have breasts. They're called mammary. They sit right over the heart space, the lung space. Heart, lungs, air. I love, I'm loved. Heart, lungs, air. I don't have the capacity to love. I don't have the capacity to be loved. What did he say? Heart, lungs, air. I love, I'm loved. I don't have the capacity to love. I don't have the capacity to be loved. Which is it? We have a choice in the health of our subtle energy body, in the health of our emotional body, in the health of our physical body. But will you do something about it? Most likely not. Most likely not, because you want an outside source to fix it for you, like maybe a screwdriver, or maybe a nice cold craft beer, or maybe a nice green bud, or maybe a trip to Carl's Jr. or Jack in the Box or Chick-fil-A, or whatever the hell kind of poison you're filling your body with on any given day. And you know what I'm talking about. Or are you glued to the CNN, the MSN, the fucking N, because you have to be distracted, because you can't be left alone with your own emotional state, because you don't have one, because you're escaping, you're in the hatch, and you've lost the key. Well, I'm here to tell you the key is here, I hope. So I'm on the table, and I start to have this experience, and I start to have the memory. And I'm going to share the story, and it's a sad story. It's a sad, hard truth, but I don't need your tears. I need your ears is what I need. I need your ears, not these ears. I need the ears of your heart, the place in your memory, the place in your memory, the place where your heart beats and it matches the beating sound of Pachamama, Gaia, Madre Tierra, Mother Earth, aho. I need your ears, aho. So I'm on the table, and I tell Donna that I just had a memory of when I was a child, and my father had lined us up in the garage. My father was an alcoholic. That doesn't excuse anything, by the way. That's not an excuse for bullshit. My father lined us up in the garage. It was in the evening. My mother was at work. My mother worked sometimes graveyard. My mother worked sometimes swing shift. Sometimes she worked days. My mother worked in the aircraft industry, Bendix and Lockheed and all these Webb aircraft and all these different places. And this particular day, my father lined us up in the garage because he couldn't find a tool or something that he felt or he deemed necessary for him to have at that particular moment. And because he couldn't find what he probably had misplaced himself in the drunken stupor. And I'm not angry with my dad. I don't want you to think poorly of him, because this is a man who didn't have a capacity. This is a man who didn't know how. This is a man who suffered greatly within himself. And you need to know that. So compassion is the biggest key here. Compassion. So he lined us up, and he threw a nylon rope over the rafters of the garage, and he tied it like a noose. And I can still see it. It was black and it was orange, and it was made out of nylon, so it wasn't even a rope. It was a man-made, fabricated rope, and he put it around my neck. Now, I'm going to pause right there, and I'm going to go back a few months. For the last 6 months or so, I've been waking up at night like I'm being choked, like I'm gasping for air sometimes. And this thing that I wear, this what I wear around my neck, was a gift from somebody who loves me very much. And I would rip it off my neck in the middle of the night because I couldn't breathe. But it wasn't this that was keeping me from breathing. It was the memory. It was the memory that was just underlying all the stuff. It was the memory of what had happened to me. It was the memory of being choked or potentially choked by somebody who was supposed to love me, who was supposed to care about me, who was supposed to look after me, who brought me into this world. I chose this parent. I chose both parents, right? So I had this experience of choking and gagging in my sleep. And my friend Donna says, because it was happening on the table while I was going through the healing, she says, "You have sleep apnea." I said, "I don't have sleep apnea." And so back to the story of the table. Donna does the healing, and she asks me to go into the memory, the hurtful memory. Now, my friend Lou Martin said the last time we spoke, He spoke about my eye. He said, that's anger. The right eye is anger. Well, anger isn't just anger. Anger comes from someplace. And anger comes from hurt. Anger comes from a deep place of sadness. Anger comes from a deep wound. And when we don't know how to be with the sadness or the deep wound or the hurt or the pain or the shame or the lack of somebody else loving us, we don't know how to deal with that. So we bury it. We bury it, or it floats to the top as anger, seeding anger over a lifetime. Over 50 years, I carried that pain, 50 years, and I didn't know it was there. Others knew it was there. Others who were close to me and don't understand why I would get angry or pissed off knew why it was there. Aho. So I'm on the table, and she says, I want you. I could see my dad. My dad was with me on the table. And she says, I want you to forgive him. And I want you to forgive yourself. And I want you to recite the Ho'oponopono prayer. I'm sorry, thank you, forgive me, I love you. I'm sorry, thank you, forgive me, I love you. Not to him, but to myself. And then to him. And to myself. And then to him. And to myself. And then to him. So on the table, I was going back 50 years, 50 plus years, 52 years actually, 52, 51, 53 years. I don't know exactly how old I was when that happened. But a lot of my wound comes from my childhood. So, I'm going to pause there, and I'm going to say a lot of you have no understanding or don't really understand why the things happen in your life the way they do, why you carry protection as extra weight, why you carry protection as anger, why your dukes are always up, why you're a yes person and you say yes to people, why you become a doormat, why you become a drug addict, why you become an alcoholic, why you become a hoarder, why you become addicted to the dumbing down of television. Why you become all these things, why we become all these things. And I'm telling you from my experience, I was sent to this planet to be the example for you, the living, breathing example of how this stuff gets done. Is it easy? Not all the time. Sometimes it's real painful, like it was last Monday as I was in a ball of tears on that table. But Donna supported me through that moment, through those moments, through those years of hurt. My ancestors supported me. All my guides, my spiritual guides, my spirit guides, Mowgli and my grandmother and my son who is on the other side, Julian, and those of you who don't know that about me, Papito and Wolf and Eagle was with me, and the Eye of Ra was with me, and the Blue Kachina was with me. All these entities were with me, helping me heal all my relations, all my ancestors. Only those that could help. Only those who could help were there in that room. It was a full room, and it was freaking hot in there. And Donna worked with me, and we worked our magic. We worked the magic that was necessary for me to heal. And what I'm here to tell you is my eye has healed because the eye of Ra, the I am that I am, the eye that I see with, from here, not from here, is able to release the paralysis from the analysis of looking at a problem and never looking towards a solution. What is the solution in your life? Is it to come see a healer like me? Is it come to open the pathways and the portals through my drum, through my singing, through my voice, through tobacco, through ceremony? Is it going to see a healer like Donna McGinnis? Is it going to see and talking to a healer like Lou Martin or my friend Ingrid Turner? Those who are dear and close to me. And I'm telling you, the magic happens. Those of you who are healers and still have your self-doubt, either put up or shut up. Get to working. What's the line from Shawshank Redemption? Get busy living or get busy dying. There are enough people around me who are dying a day at a time who will not give themselves the things that make them happy because suffrage seems to be easier. I am no longer Buddhist. I've been saying for a few years, I do not suffer. Even when my eye happened and I lost the use of my eye for a while. And my mom said to me one day, Mijo, son, I don't want to see you suffer. And I had been in a car accident May 14th, and I was hit by a car an hour later that same day, and my car went away, and because of mistakes that I had made, and then my eye thing happened, and I got really sick after. While that happened, the first few weeks, that was really bad time for me. You guys don't know that, but that was a really bad, hard, physical, emotional time for me. And my mother said to me, I don't want to see you suffer. I don't want to see you suffer. And what I said to her was, Mom, look at me. But without looking at my eye, I want you to look at me. Do I look like I'm suffering? Because I never thought of it as suffering. I thought of it as just passing through the portal to the next place where I'm going. That's the kind of faith that I have. That's the kind of trust that I have. That's the kind of belief that I have. I don't believe in religious idols. I don't believe in that I'm going to be saved by some guy on a cross because, those are all stories. Those are all stories for our greater good, our greater healing. And there's people who will read that same book and say, what you do is the work of the devil. Well, really? I am a mago. I am a magi. And the magi, the magos, were the ones who pointed the way to the star, to the child, to the Christ child. Aho, to the ascended one, to the ascended master. Aho, they did. The magi, the magicians, the magos, the healers, the doctors, the philosophers were the ones that pointed the way. Aho. Aho. It wasn't an imaginary God with a white beard who reaches out to Adam, like in the Sistine Chapel, where Adam doesn't even have the decency to reach out for something that's not really true. But that's what the patriarchy wants you to believe. What I would like you to believe is that you have the power within you. God is within you. The I am is within you, because I am the I am that I say I am, that I believe me to be, that I have always been, that I am right here, right now, where it is that I sit as I speak to my listening audience. Aho, aho. So I became willing when I became a healer. I became open when I became a healer. I was willing to say yes to myself after a lifetime, 51 years of no's, of saying no to myself over and over and over again, because I kept buying the package of others. I kept buying the wounds of others and piling them on top of my wounds. I can't, I won't, I shouldn't, I better not, I'll get in trouble. Those of you who know who George Lopez is, he talks about that stuff all the time. Oh, you better not, that stuff is true. That's the energetic in the barrio household. And those of you who deny it are going to deny, I'll wait for the rooster to crow 3 times. You can deny that shit. Because you'll deny it. You'll deny it. It's a fact. It's true. I grew up like that you can't, you won't. I was always called dumb. I was always called stupid. I was always called a travieso, a troublemaker. Well, when did the people that raised me take responsibility for raising the child and not the adult? They never took responsibility for raising the child. But as an adult in healing, I had to take responsibility for the child, my inner child, who was left behind. And I had to bring that child forward into my life right here, right now, and give little Anthony things that were good for him. Or give Walking Crow the things that were good for him that he needed back then. But he's not a child anymore. He's now an adult. So what does that look like? It looks like coffee with friends. It looks like, a massage. It looks like a nap during the day. On a hot day when it's 100 and plus outside and it's air conditioned inside, you take a nice nap. Reading a book. Giving myself classes to healings. Going to sound baths. Going to all these things that make me happy as the man also make the little boy happy who is now here with me. Aho. And we are integrating. Do you want to integrate with the child that you left behind? Many of you know what I'm talking about, but many of you don't know how or don't have the capacity. if you would like to know how, if you would like the capacity, if you would like to come into your yes and let your yes be yes and your no be no, and finally give yourself what you've always wanted, which is you. Not the kid that your parents wanted you to be, not the attorney that they thought you should be, not the teacher that you should have been, or you could have been, or you would have been. The hell with that stuff. Give yourself the yes of being loved. Give yourself of being in your memory of a heart space that loves you regardless of who you think you are. It loves you for who you have always been. Hey, this is a very special video for me today because I shared some deep and honest stuff and stuff that is true. So you have to know how deep it goes. I'm going to ask you to share this video, to post it to your groups, to post it to your page, and share it with people that you know are suffering and don't know how to come out of their suffrage. You don't have to if you don't want to. And you only have to if you want to. So I want to thank everybody for coming and for allowing me to have an extended version of a talk today on Warrior Wednesday. Be a warrior for yourself on Wednesday. On Tuesday, the day before Warrior Wednesday, choose to be a warrior as you go to sleep at night. And you wake up a warrior, and you wake up empowered, and you wake up in the I am that I've always said I am, that I was never told that I was, but I am. I am. I am. Powerful words, powerful feelings, powerful experiences. The subtle energy body, the subtle emotional body, the subtle physical, spiritual body. Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? Oishino. 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 In the spirit language, it says, I am ready. I am ready. I am ready. Aho. Listen to the still small voice. Listen as she whispers to your heart. Listen as she whispers through the trees. Listen to what she has to tell you. But listen. 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 And let your yes be yes. And your no be no. Aho shinowanahonata. Aho shinowanahei. So I used the big drum today. I want to remind you that tonight at 7 p.m. in Pasadena, in the media district over in Pasadena, theater district or whatever it's called, I will be doing a sacred drum journey. The class is limited to 10 people, 5 to 10. Bring a blanket, bring your yoga mat, bring a bottle of water, bring your intentions, and bring your yes. Aho, aho. Go to my events page, my events calendar for Anthony Rodriguez Walking Crow and or Transformational Sacred Drum Medicine, and go ahead and you can prepay. It's $25, or if you bring a friend, it's $20. So you can save $5 each if you bring a friend. So 7 p.m. and hoping to see everybody there. I hope that you all will share this video. I feel it's important, and if you feel it's important, you might do that. But I want to thank everybody for coming on Warrior Wednesday. What a beautiful day. Aho shinowanahonata. Aho shinowanahei. Walking Crow for the Transformational Sacred Drum Medicine, asking you to have a beautiful, 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 blessed day.